Let's just use Alabama, for example. Why don't we just do that? Let's just do that right now. Here's why 9 conference games is a total disaster in waiting and proves that what he just said is a lie. Because it's supposed to be, for what he said, to be a tough competitive comparison for our schools so they will be prepared to play in the playoffs, right? Yep. Those are both true statements. It is going to be for more money there, Mr. Silk. Because when they go to sell these new TV ideas to ESPN, SEC Network, they can get more money because they can say, hey, look at all these ranked teams you're going to be getting on here, and people will watch. But Big Ten is making more, and they don't have ranked teams playing. Do we know who Ohio State plays this weekend? And would you like to know the average points of margin that Ohio State, Oregon, Indiana used to be Penn State? What would they be favored by? Just in average. Their favored margin is by 14.5. The SEC's point margin is 4.5. That says Vegas is telling you that these 3 teams in the Big Ten are the only ones that they have that are going to beat all these teams and beat the crap out of them. They play a cake schedule. It is a 2-team top-heavy team with Oregon is your other team, or Indiana. They've played one ranked team. Their average strength of schedule is 37, and the SEC's is 9. It's like 9.8. So it's 10. And Sanky wants to add another one. That's going to make our strength of schedule average for the SEC about 6.5. Why is the Big Ten not being forced to add ranked teams to their schedules? And because they can't add, well, we're playing non-conference. But your other conference games like Rutgers and Maryland is like Auburn playing Mercer Saturday. It's like Bama playing Eastern Illinois. And then those big mouth Japs want to get up there on the microphone and jab about, I can't believe this. Bama played Eastern Illinois this weekend. Well, right here at the end of the year. You're playing Rutgers. Their defense is 89th in the nation. Hell, I bet Mercer could probably beat Maryland. Are you kidding me? So what is the point if we're going to talk about his idea of adding this other conference game, which was supposed to be this year? We're getting guarantees that strength of schedule mattered. Well, that A over there and that number 10 on the box above Oregon, that's a lie. Because the fathead from Arkansas, the AD, is supposed to be over this. He decides that rushing yards is somehow a criteria for Alabama. Their rushing game has not been real. They rushed for more yards than Oklahoma did in the game. Who else has rushed the ball? You want to take a look at somebody else's? Is A&M ripping it up? They were losing at home by 4 touchdowns and had to come back. Bama goes on the road to the same team, South Carolina, and beats them. Didn't have to make a 4-touchdown comeback. Not rewarded. Beats a top 10 defense of LSU. Not rewarded. Beats a top 20 team in Missouri with their quarterback. And they're like, oh, Missouri's not really. Yeah, because their quarterback's out. Their quarterback is not playing. Alabama is Missouri. Yeah, we played them when they had their quarterback and they had their players. And Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt should be in here just as well as Miami should. Are you kidding me? I'll take Vandy over Miami. Put some money on it. Lay it on the table. Now, us adding that game was supposed to bring toughness to our conference to prepare us for the playoffs. We're not going to be in the freaking playoffs because if we don't go undefeated, because we're going to have to play 9 conference games next year. Look, Bama's got 2 losses. They lost by 2 off of a team that had 1 offensive touchdown. They kicked field goals, and they won by 2. And they punished. Wow, Matt, you up there blabbing, talking about Florida State. Hell, they beat Bama. They beat them pretty good. Notre Dame's big win is Pitt. Would you like to place some money that Pitt's record is going to be the same as Florida State's at the end of the year? And then you come back, so miss me with all that BS and that energy you got for Pitt and the bull crap about Notre Dame. I ain't got time for it. They don't play nobody. Yeah, they got 2 losses to 2 better teams, and we're going to find out if Bama can beat Auburn because Auburn played the number 4 Georgia, had them beat at halftime, had them beat by 2+ touchdowns. They played with number 3 A&M. They just couldn't protect their quarterback, and they had a dope head for a play caller that's calling plays from 2003. And Oklahoma. They just give up. Their offensive line just got leaked through. Auburn's won 4 games. So a 4-win team plays with 8 and 3 and 4. Find me a 4-win team in the Big Ten that can play with number 8, number 4, and number 3. Please, I will wait. No, I won't. Shut up and get out of my face. It's freaking stupid. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's no reason. There's no reason to add that 9th conference game without a guarantee of strength of schedule. That was going to be the deal. We were going to hold out and wait for a strength of schedule to say, hey, we'll play a 9th conference game, but the number 1 criteria in the box checked is you got a team that has, by power index, the number 1 strength of schedule. Alabama's had the toughest schedule that there has been. They've played more ranked teams than anybody. Yes, they lost to a bad Florida State team. Who's A&M beat either? We done been through this. So adding that 9th conference game, he just absolutely is a fool and has handicapped his conference. Absolutely handicapped his conference. It's the biggest joke that I've ever seen in my life. And I can't believe that we're having to have a conversation about why would we play 9 conference games when our strength of schedule overall is freaking 9? Now it's going to be like 6. And the Big Ten, when they take another team that takes a dump, Penn State's going to be on the jank for 3 years. Their average strength schedule is going to be about 40. So that just leaves us 3 other spots to play. And you want to play with some of the lesser teams. I don't mind us playing these Mercers or other schools like that, Eastern Carolinas or Eastern Illinois or West Carolina or UTC. It's a way for those teams to add money and build their brand. I don't have a problem with it. Guys, God dang it. Oh, Rutgers. Ohio State's favored by 32. When? Okay, just answer me this. Big Ten fans, and I'm sure I don't have any on here because ain't none of them got the guts to come on here and comment or debate. If you want to talk about it, I'll send you a link to your phone, and you come right on here, and I'll do this right here, and I'll put you right up there in the corner, and we'll just go at it, and we'll debate it, and we'll talk about it, and we'll just call each other everything but whatever we want to call each other. Something, find it. And if I'm wrong, I'll admit I'm wrong. I got no problem with that. Find me, Ben, Zach, Jeff, anybody, Silk, anybody. When has an SEC team been favored against another SEC team? Hell, by more than 20. When? Where? When has Alabama been favored over. Just tell me when. 32 points. This is a conference game. Rutgers is 5-5. Dang. Missouri, Oklahoma. They don't even have their quarterback. I don't even need to read or review that. Virginia Tech, James Franklin. What do y'all think about this hire? I think it's a good hire. I think he fits beautifully there at Virginia Tech. I think Franklin fits great. He has he seems like a great guy, and I've heard other coaches that know him and have coaches that have been on his team, his staff. Never nothing bad about Coach Franklin. I ain't never heard nothing bad about him. Family guy, church guy, raises. I mean, he fits in there. He's just another Frank Beamer. Just a great guy. Great hire. And Miami's going to have to show up to the most electric rock song maybe ever. Enter Sandman hits, and they roll out there with them VTech flags and that turkey with a wobble gobble and that American flag, and they storm the field, and the lights are blinking, and the stands are literally rocking. How is Carson Bent going to show up? Huh? And I guess probably the last of the big games, we talked about Tennessee, Florida. Lagway has thrown more picks than touchdowns. I think this may be the year